This is going to be part 2 of installing the supercharger. So it's just a bunch of random clips, and I think we do a drive. So hope you guys enjoy. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me out, helps the channel grow, helps push the video out, and I really want to show a build 3 valve on this channel so bad. Please help me get there. Also, send a comment or a DM on my Instagram or TikTok. I promise you I answer everything. And if there's any companies out there that believe in me and want to make some content together or hook me up with me trying to showcase one of their products or just something, just reach out to me. I would love to work with somebody. Help me out on this build. Okay, hopefully those are in. All right, I'm just swapping all this over. This is my stock one, this is the new one. See that little notch? Put it in this little notch. That's pretty much it for the spring, and literally put the cover back on. Pretty simple. And then there's a sensor on this side. You just swap that in as well. You're gonna pop this. Like this whole thing pops out. If it's really tight, we can get something. I'm assuming it is. Alright. That dangle. Pretty sure. Oh shit. That fuel, the black fuel line. There you go. This one. See, I don't know how you keep this held up. How do you think I don't lose this in the tank?
I feel like it probably doesn't go that far down.
All right, just to kind of show you guys what I've done. So I got the new pump in. So I basically just, if you can see, I spliced in 2 new wires. That's the power of the pump, and one's a ground. I put that new little rubber hose on there, and then put that little baffle that's going to sit on the bottom of that tank apparently. And then I had to cut the bottom of that little plate, and then just retap that screw in. And I didn't put it all the way in because apparently you don't want it to touch the pump or it'll cause some issues, so I tried to like not put it all the way through, but it's on there tight, so it shouldn't fall off. But if I have any issues, I guess we'll pull it and figure it out. But hopefully this will be good. It seems like none of the wires are touching or anything, so I'm gonna throw it back in there now. All right, it's gonna be kind of hard to show, but I don't know if you can see it, but there's one line that's gonna connect to this one right here, and then you're literally gonna just drop it in. I'll show you me tapping that back on, and you just plug it back in. So it's really not rocket science. All right, I'm now running all the wiring. So that's kind of where I'm starting. So we're on the positive side, put it right up here, and then we are coming down here, running down through the fender. I poked a little hole in here, pushed it through, and now just pulling the wire through. I'm gonna snake it all underneath here. We're basically going all the way to the back, and we're gonna go to the trunk. All right, just to show you guys, the green wire's it. So I came down and tucked under all that, tucked under all the trim, going up under here, through the seat, and we'll be in the trunk. Show you, came up, zip tied it through the seat. All right, so there's 2 wires, one from the harness, one from the plug, the ground, the relay, the one coming from the battery. That's pretty much it. Pretty easy. I don't know how I'm gonna mount this yet. Figure it out. All right, boys, I'm not too sure what's the last thing I showed you guys. This is kind of where I'm at right now. I've been running into like small issues, so I'm trying to figure those out. I think I finally figured out a lot of them and how I'm gonna do certain things. So this is one of my biggest ones so far. I started running the lines. So here's one. I'm hoping this is gonna be all right. I'm not sure if it's too kinked or if like once there's pressure, it'll kind of take care of that. I mean, I think it's all right. We'll see. But I've ran that from the intercooler all the way so through up here, and then to one of these like 90-degree barbed elbows, and that runs into this intake. So I guess coolant's gonna run through there obviously and cool it down. And that's one of the biggest advantages of this system. So there's that I was doing. I need to run the other side. So far I've got the pump mounted up here. I still need to do all the electrical stuff with it. Here's the elbow. I'm hoping this will all be good, because to me, just showing you, I was trying to figure this out and ask a bunch of people in the group. I have it just clamped down. That's the only thing holding this on right now, is that and the hoses, once I get the hoses in. So I mean, it moves a little bit, but I mean, it's on there, so I think we're gonna be all right. That's how I saw somebody else do it. So for right now, we're gonna run it that way, and at least it's tucked in. It's close to the intercooler. I was told to make sure it's fairly close to the intercooler, so we're good on that. And then I had a big issue with the intercooler where I was seeing a lot of people were saying that if you don't push this intercooler all the way back, you're gonna have issues clearing the bumper, and I really do not want to cut the bumper. I know now he started making these brackets to relocate everything to push it in more. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna hit him up and try to get those. But I couldn't get one of these bolts off. So I was trying everything, drilling it out. I have a bunch of different like bolt extractor kits and stuff. Nothing seemed to work. I tried my torque bits, couldn't get those in. I tried the method of using like a bigger Allen key and just hammer it in and unscrew it. Couldn't get it. It being in this like tight spot, it just in an angle, I just could not get it. So I literally took my hacksaw, and I seem to have a thing where I like to cut everything. So that's literally what I did. I just sheared the head right off. So I got that out, and then I'm obviously gonna have to get the rest of it out. But just to show you, these are the bolts that we were using. But I really don't like these in this spot, so I'm switching over to these because I think it's just gonna be easier to get this in and out if I ever need to move it again. And I really don't wanna risk these again, because they're such a pain to get in and out. So I'm not doing that again. So we're gonna switch these up, get this buttoned up. I figured out, I don't know if I can do this or not, but they were saying to get a different hose off of the 07 to 09 cars. But I mean, this to me looks like it fits absolutely perfect right here. And this is the stock one from where the thermostat was. So I'm gonna run this for right now and see if this works. To me, it looks like it looks perfect. So I don't know why I couldn't run this. I need to figure out though, with this hose, this is the one that goes to the block. I don't know if I'm gonna have to get a new hose there and try to get it to connect, because the way on these cars, it doesn't directly fit to that. It's really weird. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I got the Franken tensioner in. hopefully that is built right. I don't know 100%. I really hope it is though. I really tried to follow the instructions and grind down everything I absolutely could all the way down. So that's done. Hopefully it's set up right, and I now have to extend all these wires. I had a problem too with this. I kept asking Jason and people in the group, because it has that little, it doesn't have two of these barbs, it has that little thing in there. I was told this might have been like a modified elbow, so I don't know for sure. I really couldn't find anything on it, but I figured out because I'm running a catch can, I won't even need it. So I'm gonna leave it like that, plug into this canister right here with the stock hose, so that should directly go right in. And then I'm probably gonna put my catch can on that side, not this side. Put it here, and then hook it up, this barb right here, to the catch can, and then the other one goes right here on the driver's side. So I'm gonna run it that way, and then I think we're almost done like running all the lines. Like there's literally just those two that I gotta run the other line from here, and then I think that's pretty much it. So we're like almost there. We're so close to being done with this. I cannot wait. Oh man, I hate the idea of this, but we gotta chop this shit off. Otherwise, the intake's not gonna fit. But I do not want to cut this car.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna run it for a second. Damn, that sucked it down fast. All right, let's see if we can find any leaks. All right, boys, this is officially the first start. I think the battery's dead. All right, let's attempt this again. Ooh! Sounds like it's gonna die. Him. Alright, this is the first data log. So we got the base tune loaded. We're configuring the data log right now. There's a lot of figuring out this because of the Mac, but we got it going. So we're going to data log for 5 minutes to just idle, and then hopefully after that we can drop the car. I'm not sure, so I guess we'll see from there, but we're just going to be doing this. Sounds a lot better with that bass tune. It was really running really rough before then, but let's see how she runs. right now. Hoping that I won't get any leaks. I'm a little worried about some leaks behind here. I don't know if it'll leak from there, but so far so good. It looks like my pump is no longer leaking, so I'm happy about that, but I need to figure out these kinks to let more through, but as of right now, it's working pretty good. Just kind of finish this vlog. All right, boys, just gonna finish this one off. As you can see, this one is finally back together. I kind of jumped around a lot and I missed doing a lot of things. Just kind of started running out of time, but I kind of started going over everything. Just, I don't remember where I left off, but I kind of just started piecing everything else together. I know this video kind of jumped around a lot. It wasn't really like a full install video. It was more just trying to like show you my process of doing it, but definitely ran into a lot of issues. I was having a lot of fitment issues with the bumper. We were messing around cutting that up in the back for probably a good like 3 hours doing that. Everything on this seemed to take way longer than I thought it was going to take. Everything that would be a 10-minute job would turn into an hour or two job. So I think the car in total now has been down almost 2 months, if not 2 months. So we're finally going to take it out. It's got the base tune. We're going to data log it and hopefully we're good to go. I was having an issue last night with the throttle body. I think I didn't set the spring right, so hopefully we're good now and we'll have some throttle response because I think it was just stuck open. So hopefully we're good on that now and everything runs a little bit better. So yeah, I'll start kind of going over every little thing that I did in a little bit, but for now, that's going to end this one.